One person is dead and another is injured following a late-night shooting in Johnston. Local 5's Nora J.S. Reichart is live at the scene. She's joining us now. Nora, tell us what we know so far.
Yeah, Stephanie, Johnston PD have identified the man who was killed as 62-year-old Stephen Miller. Now, today I was speaking to witnesses who were there when Miller was shot. They tell me that the story isn't quite as clear-cut as you might think. According to Johnston police, they were called to the scene of a shooting at an apartment on the 4700 block of Northwest 62nd Street around 11:30 on Tuesday night. On arrival, they found Miller suffering from multiple gunshot wounds and another man with one wound. Both were taken to local trauma centers, and Miller eventually died of his injuries. Local 5 spoke to several people who witnessed the shooting, were keeping their identities anonymous at their request. They said Miller had been refusing to leave the apartment and was threatening residents with a knife. They believe the shooter was acting in self-defense.
He pushed us out the way to try and make sure that the aggressor's sign was on him at all times, trying to protect us.
I also spoke to a family member of the shooter who was called to the scene after the fact. She told me that she believes the shooter had the experience necessary not to fire his gun, unless he absolutely had to.
It had to be pretty serious for him. He knows gun safety. He's been taught and he's been trained, so he knows that what he's doing, and he knows that that was the last resort.
Johnston PD says that the shooter was cooperating with their investigation. Witnesses tell me they're hoping he'll be released without charges.
He's not an aggressor. He is a hero. He protected us. He went out of his way to make sure he stayed in the line of danger and everybody else not. Only true heroes do that.
Now, you might be wondering how that other person who was injured in the shooting plays into this. The witnesses that I spoke to claimed that that person was accidentally hit while the shooter was firing at Miller. Live in Johnston, I'm Nora J.S. Reichart for Local 5 News. We are Iowa.
All right, Nora, thank you very much.